Well, the flash freeze we've been talking about is pretty much here. It's going to come with a little bit of snow for us as well, a lot of wind, and that's partially what's going to cause those flash freeze conditions. Starting things off, though, you can see that we do have the winter weather advisory for the upper peninsula going down into the lower peninsula, primarily for lake effect areas, and that's going to include snow, blowing snow, and some pretty cold temperatures coming our way. And I do want to start off by showing you exactly what's going to be going on. We're going to have that heavier rain start to move over to the east with that transition to snow coming in on the back side of it. This is set for midnight. You can see the west side of the state looking at a little bit of that transition to snow already, but the upper peninsula is also going to be looking for that snow coming down, and pretty heavy at times from those lake effect bands that are going to be moving on through. Now, as we go forward the next couple of hours here, you can see some of those lake effect bands are really starting to pick up in intensity, specifically from Rogers City, Gaylord, Traverse City, Manistee, Ludington, and Cadillac. We could have a very intense snow band moving through. And again, in addition to those cold temperatures, we could be looking at some pretty slippery roadways out there. This is set for 5 a.m. Going forward a little further, we'll stop at 8 o'clock in the morning here. We still have numerous snow showers out there, especially over on the west side of the state, northern lower, and across the upper peninsula as well. Going forward a few more hours, things do start to fall apart pretty quick into the afternoon. This is 1 o'clock here. Some of us might even be seeing a little bit of sunshine already. We are going to still be having high winds, though, and some pretty cold wind chills coming by. And then, as you can see by the evening, not a whole lot happening anymore. But if I go forward a little further just for fun, once we get into Friday night, another Clipper system is starting to head our way for the upper peninsula that could last into Saturday and drop even more snow across those areas, while down to the south we actually continue to melt more of our snow off. So some folks are probably saying, wait, I thought you said flash freeze. Why are you talking about melting more snow off? Well, here's why. This is set for midnight Friday morning. So we are looking at temperatures already down into the teens for the western upper peninsula, above freezing for just about everyone else. But look how fast it goes down once we get to about 8 o'clock in the morning. Those of us in lower Michigan that were still in the teens, well, we're now down into the 20s. And with the wind, that is going to cool off the surface layer pretty quickly out there, especially where we have some snow coming down on the west side of the state as well. In the upper peninsula, we're actually going to be so cold that it will have a lot of ice out there, and to the point salt is probably not going to be too effective. Throughout the day on Friday itself, we do hang out in the teens and 20s for everybody. Wind chills, though, once I switch that over here for you, are going to be around 0 degrees pretty much right on through the day. So it is going to be a very cold and very blustery Friday. And here are a look at the snowfall totals that we can expect. It's not a lot, and a lot of the areas in the light blue, I mean, you might go from just a little bit of a dusting to maybe an inch in some spots. 2 inches would be really pushing it. That'd be closer toward that 2 to 5 inch band. But 2 to 5 inches, where we kick in some lake effect over on the west side of the state and the upper peninsula, could have a few areas that get between 5 and 8 inches of snow, indicated by the purple there. So not a major winter storm, but anytime we start to wash the salt off the road with rain and freeze that moisture, it's definitely going to be a high impact event.